The next chapter in the 2016 DC Cinematic Universe has arrived, Suicide Squad. This is Geekdom 101's review of the film, but I'm not alone. I have a special guest.
Hello there, beautiful friends from around the world. I'm your host, Blackenfist. I'll be helping out in this review, apparently.
And so will I. It's me, Hail Zeon. Hi, Blackenfist. You smell nice.
Bro, the lighting is terrible. Can you turn the light on up there? Turn the light on. We're at Geekdom 101 headquarters here. We're at Geekdom 101 headquarters here talking about this movie. Now the lighting is good. What's up? It wasn't Dragon Ball, but you said you liked it.
Yeah,
you can't like things that aren't Dragon Ball, Juan. What's wrong with you?
I gotta say, the biggest flaw of this movie wasn't Dragon Ball, honestly.
I mean, no Kamehameha was shot off. Like, no one was training in intense gravity.
There was no horrible animation.
There was no inconsistent animation. It was a really slipshod production there. But you know, other than that though, this movie fucking rocked.
All right, so we heard bad reviews. Zeon and I were talking about this. There were some bad reviews that had popped up during the week, and then some good reviews popped up a couple days ago. I liked this movie. It wasn't perfect, but I liked it.
Yeah, like I thought this movie was just good. It was, you know, given like what we've seen so far from the cinematic universe, this is by far the best. Better than Man of Steel, better than Batman v Superman. Yeah, because like Man of Steel was okay. Like it was one of those things like it could have been really good, but it just kind of felt like it was alright. It was solid. Batman v Superman, it was a flaming pile of shit, and this was gonna be like those please don't be bad. Yeah, it was almost like their last chance for a lot of people. Yeah, like a lot of fans, yeah. And this, they fucking knocked it out, man, like hardcore. Jai Courtney didn't suck. Jai Courtney wasn't shit. Jared Leto's Joker was fucking brutal. Yeah, Jared Leto's Joker, let's talk about that real quick. How do you compare him to Heath Ledger, Mark Hamill, and Nicholson, or is there even a comparison? His is completely different. Like just like all the other Jokers, his is a completely different interpretation. I will say though, like he has like this mobster thing going on, but like he has that crazy unpredictable element to him that the Ledger Joker did. So I guess he's like somewhere in between. I guess you could say Nicholson and Ledger. He's that middle ground where he's just like this sleazy mobster, but he's fucking terrifying. Like at a moment's notice, he can just put a bullet in your head. And yeah, he's really unpredictable. I really liked it. I like the fact that he is this wild card within this movie. Yeah, he isn't just. Yeah, he isn't like really important to the plot. He's just doing his own thing. He's like I was telling you before. He's like the fucking raptors in Jurassic Park. You know he's there, and at any fucking moment, shit can go down with him.
Juan, what do you think?
Was anyone just surprised that he wasn't? I was surprised he really wasn't in the movie more. I felt like he wasn't. I don't know. Like there could have been more of him. Like, I was expecting more scenes with him, honestly. Well,
there is supposed to be a 3-hour cut, which may have a lot more footage.
I know there are scenes that are in the trailers that aren't in this. Like, you know, there's the extended bar scene, like the intro to the bar scene. That's cut out, and that was in the trailer. There's a scene where, like, Joker's face is, like, burned, and he's, like looking all menacing at the camera. Like part of his face looks singed or whatever, fucked up.
That might have been after what happened. I'm not gonna spoil it, but what happened with him and getting after the Harley scene. Yeah.
Clearly, that's where it would have gone. But it's like, I'm kind of curious, like what happened to that scene, because there's a scene later on in the movie that would have completely contradicted that scene that was cut. So I don't know if that was something because I feel like that's something that you wouldn't just record for the trailer because it seems like such a weird out of context scene. But yeah, like fucking. Leto's Joker, really good.
Will Smith is Deadshot.
Oh my god. Okay, so you have like charismatic.
This guy's such a nerd.
Oh yeah, you have charismatic Will Smith. You have charismatic Will Smith, and you have like I'm serious actor Will Smith. This is a nice in between like the I'm supposed to be a seriously taken actor and the almost like Independence Day like I'm really charismatic. Like the box office. Phenomenon Will Smith. And it's, he hits a really nice balance in this film. And his character is really, really well realized. They explore, like, his whole marriage, his failed marriage, and his daughter, and how he's a family man. And, they do great with that. I love that concept.
What did you think about Will Smith in this movie?
Will Smith's character.
He was black. Wow, Juan, that's racist.
Yes, he was black.
He was black, but he's the safe black. 'Cause he's Will Smith.
Well, he's not like Wayne Brady. Come on.
Yeah, he's not that safe.
Honestly, to me, this movie. I mean, okay, well, there was a lot of characters in the movie, and obviously, it was trying to get a bunch of backstories off the ground. But if there was one central character, I think it was Deadshot.
Yeah, by the Juan, Blackenfist is not a hardcore DC fan.
No,
this is
I'm not. I'm completely casual.
Yeah. Zeon loves a little more, so we're having two different perspectives here. Yeah.
So anyway, if it was anyone's movie, it was his movie. It seems because it seemed like the most backstory and the most focus was on his character
and Harley Quinn, which we're going to get to in a minute.
Okay, I guess so. I guess you could say that too.
I would say that they split the screen time and backstories and development.
And I did like that they focused on Harley more than the Joker. It wasn't just she was just there to be Joker's girlfriend. Joker was like the boyfriend. Like he had his own thing.
Joker is just like this tacked on element to create chaos within the story. And it's not like he's tacked on awkwardly. Like he fits into the story, and the main plot's going, and then Joker is just doing his Joker shit. But it fits within the context of the story. I really like that.
What about Affleck? He was only in the movie for a little while.
Yeah, he's only in there for a smidge. Really, it's not even anything worth even mentioning.
What would be in your
Margot Robbie fucking as Harley Quinn?
The homages to the animated series.
Oh my god! Okay, so
there's a lot of little homages, bro.
Okay, I need to just say I hate New 52 Harley Quinn. I do. I outright fucking hate this friggin' new version of Harley Quinn. Where there's this hot topic, prostitute Harley Quinn shit that they have been presenting in the comics. Yeah, but one of the things they did first off is they had her in the classic costume for a scene or two. They actually had her in the classic costume. That was great. They had
for a small snippet, and you show it again,
and then they show her costume again when they're giving her stuff. But you see her in the classic costume. We see her origin pretty much from Mad Love, where she's Dr. Harleen Quinzel, and she gets fucking
Mr. J.
Yeah, she actually calls him Mr. J. She calls him Puddin'. She has all those Harleyisms from the animated series, which is that to me that's Harley. That's Harley Quinn to me.
I will say this because I don't follow these characters that much, and even.
Did you want to throw a hump in her?
As a casual viewer of somebody who watched the animated series back in the day, I even picked up on that. So, I could.
Did you want to throw a hump in her though?
Well, yeah, probably. I mean, come on, who wouldn't?
She was making very nice facials in the movie. She was very cute, and then she was very badass, which is a good thing. Yeah. She had a nice ass too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay, sorry. Finish your point. As a casual fan.
No. That was my point. Really.
That has a nice ass.
Even that, as a casual fan,
that you can still appreciate and pick up on a little.
Yeah, because I'm not a huge Batman fan. I mean, most of what I've got from the series was from the animated series back in the 90s, and some from Batman Beyond. So, I don't know. Obviously, I took great appreciation that obviously they're taking all that stuff and transferring over into this movie. So, yeah. But I will say that one of the biggest things that I think maybe was a little weird for me was that I don't know if I should just straight out spoil it.
Well, it depends. I wouldn't go I want to go spoilers here, but
okay. Let's just say that the movie takes place. It has this whole you could say mission. A huge portion of the movie is just this whole one mission. There's a lot of action. And that's a good thing. But I almost feel do you think it was too much?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I thought it was starting to it was a little bit too long. I thought it was starting to get a little drawn out near the end. I will say that.
Yeah.
They could have cut that down significantly, I think.
Right.
It was like a final battle sequence, a break, and then another final battle sequence.
The only thing I don't like, okay, and the movie.
Yeah, let's talk about the flaws, okay?
So the only thing that really bothered me in this film is. Now the villain, the trailers kind of obscure who actually is the villain.
I thought she was really cheesy in a lot of it, honestly. It came off very, it came off like B-movie Power Rangers by the end. It really came off like a Power Rangers thing.
See, I totally dug her. I'm not talking about her.
You're talking about her brother.
Her brother.
Yeah.
I did not like that character because he has no personality. He does almost jack shit. He's just there to be like this big, muscly, badass that gets to a fight. I do like how, like all the characters in the finale get utilized.
Yeah, Diablo I think was the big surprise of the movie.
Yeah, like Diablo. I think his name's like, is it El Diablo or just Diablo?
El Diablo? Yeah.
El Diablo. Like I didn't think I was gonna give a shit about that character. He ended up probably being my favorite character of the movie just because they gave him so much depth and dimension and just like he's a really understandable character. He's like the most tragic of the Suicide Squad.
All throughout the movie. And then I thought Killer Croc was like the Thing Hulk of the movie.
Yeah.
The big strong guy who has a couple one-liners that people pop for.
The practical makeup on Killer Croc. I mean, that was Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Killer Croc.
Yeah,
it was not a croc. The movie was not a croc. Yeah. So things you didn't like. I just thought that the end sequence where she's showing all these incredible powers, and then all of a sudden she does kung fu and she fights like the four or five characters. That I did not like that at all. Also, I thought that plumber. I think her name was Plumber, right? The black lady.
No. That's Waller.
Waller. I said Plumber. Waller. Yeah, I thought that she was like a little too badass for what she really was. Well, she got more screen time than I thought she was gonna get.
Okay, I disagree with that. I think because Amanda Waller is a badass. That's the thing. Like she is this like just rough fucking like no nonsense bitch.
Yeah.
No matter which fucking version of like the DC universe you're familiar with, she's always just she's like no fucking nonsense. Does what she needs to. I mean, she fucking created the Suicide Squad. Clearly, she doesn't have any fucking morals. But she's doing things for the greater good. And, I thought that the woman that got to play her was fucking perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like, Amanda Waller's in the Arrow series, Arrow and Flash and whatever, and they got, like some young, hot black chick, and I'm like, that's not Amanda Waller. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
They got, like, this heavier set, old, like, middle-aged,
who knew how to hold a gun. Yeah. This is funny. So, flaws of the movie. I just thought, I thought that the villain was somewhat one-dimensional. Like, she has this plot that, like, it has no real, like, depth to it.
Okay, my thing is, though,
I didn't like that much.
The villain is this kind of demigod, almost. And it is just this whole, like, basically it's just wiping out, humanity or whatever. Like, this kind of, this whole... God thing where it's just like, I'm going to wipe out humanity, and then trying to have like personal servants, which is like a thing that comes in near the end that I don't want to spoil too much about, but like I said, it's only her brother that I fucking hated. Mm-hmm. Like the brother was fucking terrible because he wasn't a character.
You didn't think the kung fu part was cheesy as fuck though? And then her facials were weird too. That's the only thing I didn't like.
Well, see, the thing is though, like she's supposed to be like, because it kind of like harkens back to like almost like possession films.
Yeah.
Like Sexist, The Exorcist stuff. Where it's
Sexist.
Like, The Exorcist. Where it's just like that kind of... that kind of shit going on. So I kind of like got that. I was kind of down with that. Like I said, it's only the brother. The kung fu stuff you're talking about, her powers don't seem that like omnipotent. Like she creates like this portal and beam shit, but like I don't feel like that's like an extension necessarily of her actual powers. It's not like she can just go and just incinerate.
But she took away their weapons in that one scene. I was like, why didn't you do that? That part was dumb, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
just being honest.
It's a very short action sequence, though. Like, the whole kung fu thing.
Yeah.
It's not like freaking Batman v Superman, where you're just watching them just for, like, 10 fucking minutes. It's kind of a boring slog. The choreography in this, like, a lot of just... It has so much style and flair, and the fucking soundtrack rocked. I want this fucking soundtrack, dude. That was such
The soundtrack was incredible because the soundtrack covered... They had classic music, classic rock. It had hip hop. And then they had like the orchestral instrumental. It was such a perfect mix. Like they had like the somber music and then the fucking badass music and then like the real songs. Like, dude, what a great soundtrack. And the thing is too, the style of the movie.
Yeah.
It had such a unique. It felt like no other movie. People were saying, "Oh, it's gonna be a Guardians of the Galaxy ripoff."
No, it doesn't.
No, it has like Misfits. It has that idea, but. Like, the way it's directed, the colors that they use, it looks like no other movie.
This feels more like a Zack Snyder film than the fucking DC Zack Snyder movies.
Like, not just that, but this felt more like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
Because the stories, like you said, it was a mission. So most of it was a mission. It was almost like a comic book movie, or even one of the old Dragon Ball movies.
Yeah, because like I think about this, and I'm just like, like when I think of like Watchmen, and like Sucker Punch. And then I think about this. I feel like this feels like I said like this feels more like a Zack
It was David Ayer. Yeah,
and this kind of like just he, and I feel like a lot of people are going to attribute like, oh well, this one had comedy, it had levity. I feel like if you even remove the comedy, it would be a slightly less entertaining film, but it would still be a completely rock solid one that would be worth watching. Like the comedy, like it makes it more enjoyable, but it's not necessarily like I don't think like not having that comedy would be this horrible detriment that would make it a boring, shitty film, because people keep blaming Batman v Superman. Yeah, jokes to Batman v Superman. It's still a fucking garbage movie, except now it's a garbage movie with some fucking jokes in it.
Yeah, the jokes in this movie work for the characters. I think the characters, like Will Smith was a cocky guy, Harley Quinn was out of her mind, Killer Croc was like, very to the point, Diablo was the quiet, the strong, silent type.
Boomerang, dude, like this, like
Jay Courtney.
He was such a fucking eccentric motherfucker.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, and even Joker was great. So, final thoughts on the movie? You, not really a hardcore fan, would you see it again?
Hello there. I thought it was an entertaining movie, but as for me seeing it again, I mean, like I said before,
maybe if Goku was in it.
Maybe if Goku was in it, perhaps.
He'll be the next
thing is, though, hey, let's phrase this.
I liked it. Look, I liked it better than Batman vs Superman. I'll say that.
I did too.
And I'll say this.
I actually had a better time than Killing Joke. I gotta be honest. I did.
Because perhaps I'm not that invested in these movies, I didn't particularly hate Batman vs Superman, but I didn't really like it either. So I didn't have like the.
You know how Jesus
because
over
I wasn't
here
invested,
feels.
I didn't have the passion to hate it.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it either.
Yeah.
I thought this was a good movie in its own right. So I mean, for the what it's worth, I thought it was better than Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, I mean, I obviously agree with that. Way better than Batman vs Superman. I would totally freaking like.
It's the best DC movie in this universe so far.
Yeah. In the cinematic universe, it is definitely the best of the three. I highly recommend people go see it, especially if you were let down by Batman v Superman and you're just like, fuck, I would like to see a good movie with
DC people. And the little references and homages.
Batman in this movie does not. It's hard to believe that doesn't feel the same character that was in the last movie. Like, I mean, it's the same actor, same costume. He doesn't act anything like the fucking weirdo sociopath that was in.
He does have less roles, but the scene, I'm not going to spoil it, but the post-credit scene or mid-credit scene, I loved it. And they set up Justice League really good, too. Mm-hmm. Oh, I loved it.
But definitely go see it. Like, I would totally buy this movie.
I will buy it when it comes out.
Yeah, this was definitely a blast. If you just want to see, if you just want to see like a friggin' fun, ruckus, like just a unique looking comic book film, an action packed movie with a lot of great characters that bounce and play off of each other really well, with a lot of eccentric personalities. If I could see Suicide Squad.
Check out Hail Zeon, check out Blackenfist. We'll catch you down the road.